Hello there, welcome to HeartyHawk. So, if you watched one of my friends' videos like VSB or Kruto, you could have seen that their thumbnails are absolutely trash. And by trash, I mean really trash. I mean, you can look at this or you can see this, it's just bad, isn't it? And I've made a few thumbnails for Kruto and you can just see the quality. Okay, so this is one of the thumbnails that I've made and this is one of the thumbnails that he made by himself. You can see it's absolutely bad. It's just disgusting. So I'm going to show you how you can actually make good thumbnails. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Photoshop. Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah, so I'm opening Photoshop here. Okay, so Photoshop is open and I'm going to be using Photoshop for making this video, as in the thumbnail for this video. And I'm just going to show you how you can make a good thumbnail. So first thing you're going to need to do is find a background image. So I've picked out a few backgrounds here, so you can go to Google or something, any free image site like freeimage.com or pretty much any image site. A few wallpaper sites are also not too bad. So there are a lot of nice backgrounds you can find, but some of them I highly suggest you don't use. Like this one, you can see it's like a psychedelic thing. It's really not nice. It looks eye-catching, but it's really a pain and it looks really badly made. You could use something like this, colorful, and it's nice to use something with a vortex or like a point in the center, so you can actually put the main figure of the background in there. So something like that. It has like a little circle, a point in the center like this. So you can choose literally anything. There's like a billion ones to go around. If you don't want to do something with a point at the middle, something abstract like this one, or this one or this one, there's a lot of options to go around here. I've chosen this one and I'm going to be using that for this video's thumbnail, background. So I'm going to just right click it, click on copy image. I'm going to open Photoshop. I'm going to click on file and new, or I'm literally can just do Control N and it opens up this window for making a new Photoshop document. So I'm going to just name this thumbnail. Oh, I suck at spelling. Thumbnail. There we go. So I'm going to change the preset to thumbnail YT. That's a preset that I've made for myself. You just need to literally just make it a custom preset like this one, and then you need to click. I'll make a video on presets later. The width is 1280, height is 720, default other proportions and stuff settings. Background contents, I prefer them to be transparent so that I can import my background easily. So you just click OK and it creates this huge, nice, lovely canvas. I'll give it a second, my computer is a little bit slow this time. Okay, there we go. So we've gotten this. This is our YouTube thumbnail. Empty, you have a blank slate. Lots of opportunities here. I'm just going to Control V and paste the image. Now you can see it's fairly oversized, but we want to keep the quality intact. I'm not going to make it smaller. But the good thing about it being extremely oversized is I can move the center around without worrying that this will happen. So I can have a little bit of breathing room around it. I'm going to keep the vortex here, so I can put a person there or something. So then next thing you do is you go to you search for an image of surprised person. Surprised person. This is what I prefer to do. You can just find any image of a person. I'm using an image of a person because I haven't shown my face on a video yet, but if you use your faces in videos, you can just literally just stand in front of a wall and pose yourself. I'm going to use this one. This one looks nice. Already opened it up on another tab. Again, I'm going to right click and copy image. You can see this has a white background, so I'm going to get onto that in a second. So it's created a new layer for us and it's put the person. So I'm just gonna, he's really tiny, isn't he? So Control T to transform this. Hold down Shift to keep your proportions exact, and then just pull it. And you're gonna see it looks very pixelated when you're transforming, but once you click the tick, it looks a little bit better. So I guess this size is good enough for our little dude. So I'm gonna go to the eraser tool, right click it, click on magic eraser, erase the right side, and there's a little bit of space here. I'm going to remove that. So now you can see, if you are really keen with your eyesight, you can see that there's still a little bit of white lining around this dude. So what I'm going to do about that is I'm going to double click this. I mean, no, I'm going to click this layer and where the guy is. Then I'm going to click on the effects tab. I'm going to click on blending options so that I can open the window, and I'm going to click on stroke. That basically gives it a border. So if I increase the size of this dude's stroke, it's a huge border around him. So black doesn't really make sense considering we have a blackish background. So I'm going to try and do white. I'm just experimenting here. You can even change your fill type to like a gradient. So it's dark blackish thingy here and it's white at this corner. Or you can do a pattern. Patterns are not bad, so it's this bubbly thing. Or you can do this textures. There's a lot of stuff. I'm just going to go with color here to keep it simple, and I'm going to take this blue. So I'm going to take this eyedropper tool and just hover it over the blue that's here. This is the blue. I'm just going to copy the hex code, and I'm going to go back to the effects tab. I'm going to click on stroke, and then I'm going to click on the color option, and I'm going to paste the thingy here. So that way it kind of it matches with the theme of the background. So that's really nice idea that you can actually use. So I'm going to decrease the opacity here a little bit. Maybe we can give him a shadow like that, and then reduce the opacity a bit. Okay, how about it's a white shadow? That would be fun. Yeah, that's nice. So now you can see I've added a stroke and it looks fairly better. There's no weird background around him and he looks well, not so ugly. So we're going to plonk him here right in the middle of our vortex. Maybe disable the visibility, move the vortex a bit. Yeah, that looks better. So now what is he pointing to? We need some text, right? So click on the text tool and make like a huge rectangle. I'm using the ROG fonts right now, but you can change it to anything. How about, yeah, Bernard MT Condense. That looks like a nice font. Make epic thumbnails. Thumbnail like this. No, like this. Yeah, and then we can just decrease the size of the text box because I want to. We can make the color a bit darker if you please, like that. That makes it look better. So we'll just select it, and we. Whoa. Okay, fine. Quick intermission. The spelling, I can see it's wrong. Stop commenting about it. I fixed it in the actual thumbnail of this actual video. Yeah, that's it. Let's continue. We can make the color something about here. This looks good. Yeah, no, this doesn't look good. Yeah, like this looks really nice, but nothing's done properly without a few effects. So I'm gonna move it about a little bit here. Control T to transform. Hold down Shift, keep your proportions, make it like huge, like, oh, whoops. Let's not do that. So Control T to transform, hold down Shift, move it up, pull your mouse off, take a finger off Shift, and I'm going to do that again. That looks okay. Yeah, this looks good, right? So this looks really nice. I'm going to use this. Just click the little check mark here, and you can warp your text if you hold down Control, pull a corner, and then just do stuff like that. That looks really nice if you ask me. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put like that. And then you can just go to the effects tab, click on blending options to open the window, and then you can make a stroke if you want. Yeah, a stroke looks nice in this case. Black stroke indeed. Maybe a gradient. That we could try that. Yeah. And let's make it a radial gradient, so it starts it's like dark at the center, and it's like bright at the edges, so that makes it look really nice, beautiful. Yeah, the stroke is huge, that's perfect. Maybe we can give it a shadow like that. That looks good, that looks really nice. That's a beautiful shadow. So then we click OK. Or maybe we can change the color of the text, make it I guess red. Red stands out. Yeah, guys, you need to use primary colors in your thumbnails so that they don't look trash. So this looks really nice. And I'm just gonna move this here, make it look a little bit different. And maybe we can rotate this dude just a little bit, and hold down shift, make him just a little bit bigger, and click OK. There we go. So he's pointing to the text, there's a cool background, and that's basically how you make a great thumbnail. So then you're gonna have to export it as a JPEG image, because you can't actually use a Photoshop document as your as your thumbnail. So I'm just gonna click on File, I'm gonna click on Save As, and yeah, I'm gonna go to my desktop, I'm gonna open the YouTube folder, I'm gonna click on Thumbnails, and I'm gonna change it to a JPEG, and thumbnail, let's change it to thumbnail video.jpg, and then you click Save, and just click OK, give it a few seconds, and it's saved. Then you can close it, don't need to save the Photoshop document, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Bye.